Hello everybody, this is Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I'm here with another haul video for my eBay and Etsy shops. This is going to be from a couple of thrift stores, some yard sales, and I think that's about it this time, but it was over a few days, so there's quite a lot to show you guys. Alright, so I'm going to start over here with a thrift store haul that I had just the other day. I got a few neckties, all considered vintage via Etsy, so like from the early 90s, that kind of thing. I think I got a Hawaiian tie. This is actually handmade. I only got it because of the pattern, and it's already got a few watches on it, so I think that should go eventually with these like funky pineapples and stuff and hibiscus. And then I got a Looney Tunes from 1993, some good keywords on there, especially with Marvin the Martian. And then I got a Pink Panther, and he's already got a few watches as well. He's from 1993. And I got this one just purely because it was interesting and I hadn't seen much like it. And this has the tag on it, woven especially for Boeing. So we'll see. Again, this has some interest, a lot of views. So we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming it was either pilot or cabin crew. I don't know, but it's kind of cool and you don't see it a lot. And each of these were $1.50 a piece. And then the next thing, I got a couple of hats, just a few kind of trucker style hats from Kentucky. And then also from a yard sale, if I scooch over here, from a thrift store, I got a few sewing kits. So I got this one. This is actually just a sewing pattern. This was 33 cents, very random price for a thrift store. But it is complete, and it has a pattern for a dress, purse, hat, duffel bag, hangers, hanging bag. Oh my goodness, it has everything, but that's kind of different. I haven't really looked into this yet, but if nothing else, this will go on Etsy, since that is also a craft marketplace. And then I got these for like, I think they were 70 cents a piece. Collar A and Collar B, these kind of Victorian collar kits, whatever they are, but they are unopened and complete. You can see some of the lace and stuff here, and I just thought they were kind of cool for, you know, costume makers and things like that. Again, eBay and Etsy probably for those. And then I just got a few unopened sewing kit. So this is 12 Days of Christmas. This is a Dimensions one, and then what goes with it, that's the ornaments, and here is the stocking that's the same pattern. These were all $3 a piece, as you can see. This one is kind of cool, a Victorian sampler. I feel like that's going to do pretty well on Etsy. $3 again. It's a Bucilla one. And then I just got these because of the like the horse motif. They tend to do pretty well, especially with keywords and stuff. So there's these ones, and can be personalized. So I'll put these up because Christmas stuff is still going now. I've sold plenty over the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to throw those up. Okay, and next was Thursday. I went to a few yard sales. And let me start over here. Let me start with the big guy. Okay, so first of all, I got this King Louie plush. He's from the Jungle Book, and he's actually a Walt Disney World plush from the park. So I got him for $2. And he's going for maybe like between $15 and $25 on eBay, just depending. But he's not new with tags, so I'll see what I can get for him. I got a couple of Bibles for $1 a piece. These ones specifically, Placed by the Gideons. Okay, they're going for around $10 on eBay right now. I got this kind of cool tea towel, definitely vintage. It's got this really neat print on it. It's some really nice colors in there as well. I love that, and it has down here 100% Belgian linen. I don't know. I'll look into it a little bit more, but I think that's kind of cool. So he was $1. I took a chance on him, and then for $1 I got this big stack of Wilton yearbooks. So I've got this wedding cakes album, and then I've got all kinds of different yearbooks here with cake decorating or whatever, and they are going okay on eBay right now. I'm going to lot them together, obviously, and I'm probably looking about, probably about 15 is what I'll aim for the whole lot, but we'll see. And they were, like I said, $1 for the entire stack. Okay, next I went to this little basement sale, this little old couple, and they had essentially gathered ashtrays their entire lives, and I found a couple that were interesting. So this one, these glass ashtrays, they're vintage for sure. It's kind of like yellow glass going on, and this is a Best Western one. which I just thought was kind of cool. And then this hotel and casino in Las Vegas. And then this one has this cool insignia that I have absolutely no idea where it's from. I'm assuming it's another hotel of some kind, hotel chain, since it was in with these lot, but I guess a reverse Google image search may help me with that. If anyone knows, please feel free to shed some light. Oh, I almost forgot. I also got this at the same one where I got like the cake decorating magazines and stuff. And it's not silver or anything, it's just a metal. It's got this like ceramic thing in here, this like pendant, this like fir tree thing happening. I don't know anything about it. It's unmarked. Like I said, it's definitely just metal. It's nothing particularly exciting. I just thought it was really cool. So I may put it up on Etsy just as like a craft supply or something for jewelry making, because I just think that's really neat. I don't know. I went with my gut. What can I say? Okay, and then today with yard sailing, I guess I'll start over here. So the first one I went to, I found a couple of cool things. I found this this German stein here with the lid. It's all clean. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been used for drinking, just for decoration. It's got some pretty cool images on it. Some German there, and the handle is definitely pretty neat. And then on the bottom here, it's simply marked Germany. Well, it's got a couple of little extra markings, so I'll have to look into that. But anyway, I got that for $2, and I'm just going to kind of look into that. If nothing else, we may use that for beer drinking in our house. We'll see. And then I got this little Snoopy and Woodstock salt and pepper shaker set. They're both magnetized to keep them together. I got that for $1. That's going for about $10 right now on eBay. I got this copy of Little Women. It's from 1951, and it does have a little bit of damage. It's got some tape down the side and stuff, but I'm probably just going to put this on Etsy as well. I do pretty well with these classic books, especially from the 50s on there, so we'll see. And then I got this for $1, which I just thought was really neat. It is a sort of Afghan style flag, which I need to look into a bit more, but it's got this kind of like old school Minnie and Mickey on it. It says in building a building. I don't know, we're eating pie and whatnot. I thought it was pretty neat. And for $1, this kind of like, it's a really thick fabric. It's almost like an Afghan fabric, and I just thought that was kind of neat. So he needs a clean, for sure. He's a little grubby, but I can do that. That's no big deal. Okay, and then the next one I went to, I got this tobacco pipe for 25 cents. There was a box full of 25 cents things, and I saw it, so I just grabbed it on a whim, and it's going for like between $5 and $10. It's not much, but you know, it's a quarter. I'll give it a go. And then I got this decorative plate from Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. And it's definitely an old one. It's made in Japan down here, which is kind of interesting. And I can't find anything exactly like it on eBay, but there is one by the exact same company down here that's also a little bit older. And it's, I guess, like a replica of some of the serving plates they had there. And that's going for like $30. So I may just pop him up at auction and see what I can get after I clean him up, of course. We'll see. And then I got this, which I'm really excited about, just because I get to research and learn all kinds of cool stuff from this. So this is a lot of 37 vintage political pins. He wanted 25 for it, or $1 a piece. I offered 20. He said yes, so I got them for like 54 cents a piece roughly. And I'm happy because on Etsy I do pretty well with pins, especially political pins, actually, the older ones, like vintage ones. And I usually get about $5 a pop on those, so you know, I stand to make a pretty good profit when you look at it that way. But there is just some really neat ones. Love it. Where is it? My personal favorite, this guy down here, the Progressive Moose. Love him. Okay, but I'm going to get to look into all of these different ones, and I got this glass display case as well, which was kind of exciting, and just see what I can find. I don't know. It's going to be kind of cool. I get to learn something. And then I also got this little set of their like wall decor. It's got a little bit of wear in his beak, but that's okay. I've sold worse in the vintage category, but owls are such a good subject matter. I have no doubt that they will do really well, so I'll get those up on Etsy soon. And then my next one was a storage locker sale. Go figure. So I got a couple of pairs of scrub tops, good sizes, like extra large. I got Care Bears and Rainbow Bright, just because they're a little more obscured than your usual kind of like your plain ones or your Disney ones and stuff like that. You don't see a lot of these ones. So 50 cents a piece, I'll pop them up, and I do okay with scrub tops. And then I got all of these for 25 cents a piece. So poker slot, a lot from Radica here, Tetris, different kind of poker games, Wheel of Fortune. All of these at the moment used, and they're all working. I tested them all, are going for around $10 a pop, so 25 cents into $10 times 5. And then this Battleship guy is only going for about 5. So, but that's okay. That's okay. And then for $1.50 a piece, I got 2 Game Boy Advance games, both Mario, and then $1.50 a piece I got these Wii games. So I got my Super Mario Brothers, my Mario Kart, and my Mario Party 8. And I should stand to make a decent profit on all of those, between 10, 15, some of them up to 20 if I'm lucky, because most of these are complete as well, which is kind of exciting. Apart from that one, which I just showed you, but the rest of them, I think, are complete. Yay, there you go. And they're in good condition. They don't look like much has happened with them. So we'll give them a go. Okay, and then one of my last ones, I got some more cool vintage stuff. I got these little salt and pepper shakers. Chicago. They're both made in Japan, but the Sears Tower, the world's tallest building, well, that's exciting because none of those are really true anymore. And then it has this cool saying on the back. Beer, I have a few good reasons for drinking, and just one has just entered my head. If a man can't drink when he's living, how the hell can he drink when he's dead? Yeah, that's cool. All right, anyway, $2 a piece for those, and I feel like someone in Etsy will definitely appreciate those, especially someone from Chicago or who happens to love the Windy City. And then I got these for 25 cents a piece. These are just some vintage postcards. This is, what is it? The College of the Mississippi Valley, Southwestern Campus, Memphis, Tennessee. I know, that's kind of cool. And then this one is unused, but it's really beautiful. So I'm going to give this a go on Etsy as well. I'm yet to sell any vintage postcards, as in I haven't put any up yet. But I know that some people do quite well. So I'm going to give it a try with those two for $0.25 a piece. And then I got these, which I'm really excited about. These are university pennants. They are all made in USA, all vintage. So I got my Kentucky Wildcats. I got my South Carolina... Oh, just University of South Carolina. Go figure. Okay, well, that's a cool one. They're all in good condition as well, I will say. The Auburn Tigers, University of Arkansas Razorbacks, and Ole Miss. There you go. So I'm planning each of those. I got them for 50 cents a piece. There's 5 here, and I'm planning between 15 and 20 on Etsy for each, depending on the popularity. I'm thinking the Ole Miss one may go for a little bit more. We'll see. And then the last 2 things I got were a... brand new Hooters t-shirt. Yeah, we'll see. We'll throw that up on eBay. And this used but in very good condition Air Jordan jersey. It is a youth extra large, but again, this one maybe like $15, and I paid $1 for it. Oh, and I paid 50 cents for the Hooters shirt. And I think that is it. That is my haul for this week. I am taking a break from buying and focusing on listing, that is for sure. But I feel like I got some good profit here for definite. So, like, subscribe, and come back and I'll show you how these things did with the sales video. I can't wait to share. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye.